The Heavy Civil Association of Newfoundland and Labrador is an organization that represents members' interests in meetings and discussions with government departments, agencies, municipal councils, engineering consultants, and the general public. They are your voice in the road construction, water and sewer, and heavy construction industries. With their partnerships, they connect people, goods, and services through reliable, innovative infrastructure to boost prosperity and well-being in Newfoundland and Labrador.
It's a great place to work, right? You're surrounded by dedicated people who love what they do, and we're serving the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. You gotta love it. We're bringing brands to the province that we're proud of, we'd use personally, so it really makes us really happy to be able to share that throughout the province. I think what's unique is our connection to the province, to the people we serve, and where we live. At the end of the day, all the equipment we sell is meant to keep the province moving.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It's great to be here in St. John's, Newfoundland at the annual general meeting and conference for the Heavy Civil Association of Newfoundland and Labrador. This conversation is brought to us by our good friends at Harvey and Company. They are the thought leaders in the room here today. They know the importance of bringing the conversation to life. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Sure. I'm Craig Hannam, co-founder and CEO at Veristart.
So, Veristart, tell me what it is that you do there.
Well, you know, we tackle the problem of construction equipment access control. So, it all started about a little over 2 years ago when someone stole an excavator there in Galway and drove it across the street and ripped the side out of the bank.
Okay.
And myself and one of my co-founders, Lou, we both worked for a long time at United Rentals. So we understood the equipment. We knew part of the problem here is that all this equipment uses one set of master keys. Sorry. And they're easily purchased now, right? So actually back in our day, or back in the early days with United Rentals, we would buy these sets of master keys from mechanics and drivers, but they weren't really easy to get. You know, you find it in the back of a catalog somewhere and fax in an order back then. But today you can buy these sets of keys on Amazon. Like it's that easy to get access to all the construction equipment practically in the world.
Right.
So when that event happened and someone tore the side out of that bank in Galway, we started looking into what solutions are out there. Why hasn't somebody solved this problem? And there are keypad solutions, that kind of thing, but they're all very ineffective. So keypads, what typically happens in that situation is, a construction company would set up all their machines with a certain 4-digit code, but that code gets shared and employees leave and come back and so on, and that code gets spread out, and the company still doesn't really have any control over who's operating their machines. So what we created was a cloud application and a mobile app that gives fleet managers precise control over who can operate the machine. So it's not a code that I can give to somebody and they know it forever. It's a digital key that we send to that operator's mobile phone. And if at any time that employee leaves that company, or if their training runs out, we'll say, on that machine, they shouldn't be operating that machine anymore, then the equipment owner can take away that access just as easily as they give the access. So now they have precise control over who can operate the machine at any given time of day.
So not only are you looking at this sort of the safety and security thing, but now you're actually looking at the training the persons get to make sure the right person's behind the equipment at the right time.
And as you can imagine, when on the really big construction sites, so we're talking, the mining sites and all that sort of stuff, a lot of those are fenced in. There's 24-hour security. That subset is less worried about theft, but they're really excited about safety and compliance. And we can pinpoint an operator's access to machines that not only are they trained to use, but that the equipment owner says, yes, that's the guy I want on that machine.
Right.
Whereas another person, maybe they want a different person on a different machine. So it gives them the ability, like I said, to precisely control.
What a great solution. And you must find yourself quite well received in this group of people.
This is certainly, certainly a great group of people for Newfoundland, especially for us to be in contact with. We've, been in touch with large contractors across Canada and some manufacturers around the world, but This is certainly our, we feel at home here. Yeah,
Good, yeah, because I'm sure that a lot of the folks in the room struggle with this issue, right? And there was just recently another machine used in a theft.
It's been really something here lately. So just in the last 4 weeks or so, we've had 3 major break-in entries into banks. And you know what? The bank break-ins get the headlines, right? They make the news stories. And in fact, it's far from a Newfoundland problem. So, like, for example, this Saturday past in Cambridgeshire, New York, UK, that someone used a big reach forklift took out the side of a supermarket to get the ATM. And just Monday morning past in Seattle, Washington, someone used the reach forklift to take 2 ATMs out of the side of a bank in a community there. So, I mean, this is happening. You know, we have little clusters sometimes that happens a bunch of times here, and it makes the news and backhoe bandits and all that stuff. But it's actually happening all around the world. And again, even that is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
Because there are so many times when an inappropriate or an unauthorized worker on a job site jumps in a machine that he's not authorized, or maybe not trained to use, and he's dangerous to the people around him. So, and those hopefully nothing major happens, and they almost never make the news. But that's certainly a big worry for construction equipment owners. That, you know, if I can jump in there with my John Deere key and start that machine, then any of their workers who should or shouldn't be using it can do the same.
What are you hoping to get out of the conference?
Oh, this is just we're having fantastic conversations with construction equipment owners. As a matter of fact, just this morning we had some conversations, and they've hinted to us features that they would look for in our that I know we can build in there really quickly. So that's been phenomenal. And then also we're ready to do pilots for a lot of these customers. So we're already doing a few pilots with some construction equipment owners, and we're hoping to get some more of those and some more installations over the next week or two.
Absolute pleasure to be in conversation with you. What a great solution at such an appropriate time in Newfoundland and Labrador as this whole industry starts to boom.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for the encouragement.
Thank you.
It's a great place to work, right? You're surrounded by dedicated people who love what they do, and we're serving the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. You gotta love it. We're bringing brands to the province that we're proud of, we had used personally, so it really makes us really happy to be able to share that throughout the province. I think what's unique is our connection to the province, to the people we serve, and where we live. At the end of the day, all the equipment we sell is meant to keep the province moving.
The Heavy Civil Association of Newfoundland and Labrador is an organization that represents members' interests in meetings and discussions with government departments, agencies, municipal councils, engineering consultants, and the general public. They are your voice in the road construction, water and sewer, and heavy construction industries. With their partnerships, they connect people, goods, and services through reliable, innovative infrastructure to boost prosperity and well-being in Newfoundland and Labrador.